All right, great. We are live. Thank you so much for taking out some time, Tia. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Sorry if it's a little rocky. You're sitting on my knee.
Oh, that is okay. That is okay. Hey, listen, that's not a bad thing. That's okay. So, all right. So, I had a chance to watch Easter Sunday this morning. I had a blast. It was hilarious. It was so much fun. So, I guess just tell me kind of how you got started and how you got involved with this movie. How did it come about?
Well, I've known Joe for a long time, but it's funny enough, I auditioned for the part of his mom because I know physically I didn't match what his mom looks like, but I wanted to send it in anyway because she's such a fun character to play in this film. But
Sure.
unfortunately, and fortunately, Lydia Gaston Greenberg got it because she's wonderful in it. She's the heart and soul of his mom. I guess I was playing it more for comedy. So it worked out as it should because I play the more flamboyant Tita Teresa, her arch rival and nemesis. So I got to really have a lot of fun chewing up the scenery with that character in a way that I probably wouldn't have been able to if I'd been playing his mom.
Oh, that's cool. So I didn't know you actually knew him for previously. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I've known him for many years. The funny story is he reminded me that the first time we met was when he was working behind the desk of a hotel in Las Vegas, the Alexa
Get
Park
out of
Hotel.
there.
I was checking in with my mom because I was shooting a pilot in Vegas, and he was working there at the front desk. And I said, "Oh, I'm checking in late. I'm so sorry, I'm late." Tia Carrere. He goes, "I know who you are. You're Filipino, right?" And I said, "Oh yeah, yeah, I am." He said, "I'm Filipino too. My mom wants me to be a nurse, but I really want to be a stand-up comic." I was like, what? And so I
That-
stood there for about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes and just said, really, you have to do it. You owe it to yourself. If you can't imagine yourself doing anything else, I mean, you really have to give it a shot. You can always be a nurse later or work at Nordstrom's, where I think he was working at the
Sure.
time. But you owe it to yourself to see where this creative path takes you. And subsequently, he went and opened for John Lovitz, I think at the Laugh Factory many, many years later. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're amazing." And he said, "You remember I met you behind the front desk at the place?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, man, you killed it. You're so funny. You're incredibly talented. And I'm so glad that you followed your comedy dream because you're wonderful." And now here
All
I
right.
am. He's given me jobs on his animated show and here on his movie. And you never know who you meet along the way. So
Isn't it
always
cool?
be generous of spirit because you never know who you're going to meet. Coming up, going down, it's all the same. We're all just doing our best and meet each other with kindness is, I guess, the takeaway, right?
Sure. Oh my gosh, absolutely. That's cool. I didn't know you guys met that. That actually makes it kind of fun. So, um was it hard kind of keeping a straight face with Joe on set? I mean, I can't imagine with you playing like this nemesis role that it was hard to keep that straight face, when they were all, going at it.
Oh yeah, it was great. My what tickled me was like not only was he making me laugh, I was making him laugh. He just couldn't even. And like in some of the scenes, because he knows me, he's like, Tita Teresa, Tita Tia. He kept like, getting the names wrong in our first scene. It was a gas. We were like making each other laugh.
Oh
I mean,
my
he's such a
god.
joy to work with. And when you're on set, it works from the top down. And when the guy at the top is having fun and is so generous and cheering you on, it just sets the tone for everybody to be celebrating each other. And there's no pettiness on set or darkness. It's just joy and light.
It seemed like it was a fun film to shoot, just from watching it.
It really was.
Specifically, the karaoke scene seemed like that must have been a blast.
Oh yeah. I mean, and Filipinos love to sing, and I think we're the singers of Asia. Let's be honest. I mean, Arnel Pineda became the lead singer of Journey, not for nothing, because Filipinos can sing their butt off.
It's true. That's awesome. That is super cool. So, it's funny. One film that came to my mind was like Big Fat Greek Wedding. It was just like I
Yep.
was like, oh, this seems like it's like, like today's, Big Fat Greek Wedding. I'm like, this is like
I
perfect.
agree. It's got that vibe, and I think Big Fat Greek
It
Wedding was
did.
also released on August 5th.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think
isn't
maybe
that
they'll bring us good
hysterical?
luck. I'm feeling like a good
Oh,
vibe.
I hope it does. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, no, I that's one thing I thought about right away. I'm like, it totally had that vibe to me. So, and so what was it like working with Lou Diamond Phillips? Did you get any scene time with him? Off set. I'm a huge fan of him as well.
Oh
So
yeah, we hung out a bit, quite a bit, and he was only there for a few days, for a few days. But I've
right,
known Lou also. He and I did some lobbying for the Filipino veterans of World War II that were
really,
promised their veterans benefits, and then I think the first Bush rescinded them, and so we did lobbying to reinstate their veterans rights, because they were at the Battle of Bataan and gave their lives along American fighters, and we promised them their benefits. So we did the lobbying and we got them reinstated. And so we went to the Philippines and received an award from the President, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo at the time, and we got awards at the Cine Manila Film Festival. And so I knew Lou for a while before that also. So to have fun and hang out on this set and to have us celebrated by someone like Jo Koy was a treat for us.
that's so cool. Yeah, no, that's fun. That's really. I love the backstories. You got so many good stories. That's awesome. I'm glad I asked.
Yeah, yeah. And Joe calling us the OGs, for the Filipino community. I'm like, yo, Joe, don't be calling me the OG. I'm only a couple years older than you, man.
Oh my God, he's so funny. I love him. I'm so glad I had a chance to see his movie. So now I'm going to be spreading the word. So this was fun. This is really a fun one. So, and you also have a couple other anniversaries coming up. This year is the 30th anniversary of Wayne's World, which blows my mind because I saw it in theaters. I remember watching it, like just like it was yesterday.
I know. For me,
Now,
I'm like, I can't believe it that people keep counting. They're like 30th anniversary of Wayne's World, 20th anniversary of Lilo and Stitch. That literally seems like yesterday, and it's
can you
gone by in the
believe
blink
it?
of an eye. Um, I pinch myself how fortunate I am. These amazing projects that I've been a part of. And to think from singing in Wayne's World to now having two Grammys, and I'm actually going for a third Grammy with my best global performance, and a song that I happen to be singing Tagalog in. I'm singing Filipino in the song Colors in Harmony, up for best global performance. And a video that we have online where I'm dancing the tinikling, which is, hopping between two bamboo poles. It's kind of funny now, almost 40 years into my career, to get to play, what I actually am, which is Filipino American, and singing and acting and dancing my native culture.
That's really cool. I was gonna ask if you have any other upcoming music projects coming up.
Hmm.
But yeah, that sounds like that's some exciting stuff in the works. Wow.
And going to tour here in California and Arizona and Colorado, mid-September to mid-October, going out with my Hawaiian music again, also with Daniel Ho and Uncle George Kahumoku Jr. It's going to be a
Really?
busy time the next few months.
Oh, well, that's fun though. Being busy's good.
Yep.
That is really cool. I was gonna say I was always a fan of your version of Aloha. I was always it's that's so beautiful. I would always play it for my daughter because we would watch Lilo and Stitch a lot. So I would
Yeah,
play
getting
it
to
for
say
her a lot.
goodbye with that song, Aloha Oi, the love song of love and farewell, written
Sure,
by
sure.
Queen Liliuokalani, as she was imprisoned in her own palace. It's a quite touching song. So I'm glad that they allowed me to sing that in that movie. I thought it was really important to include that song.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, that was beautiful, beautiful rendition, no question about it. Easily the most beautiful I've heard. So I was gonna say, oh, I threw down in my notes. I was thinking, I don't know when I was watching Wayne's World the other night, I couldn't help myself but feel like it would benefit from another movie. I mean, I was like,
That would be
I was
incredible.
like
I'd
this.
love to.
I
They'd
was
have to
like, you
come and
know
get
what
me
I
from a
mean?
showroom in Hawaii where I'm singing Hawaiian music, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Something fun. I was like, I thought about it and I was like, man, it's been a while since they did a Wayne's World movie. I'm like, I could see that benefiting. I'm like, you guys all look fantastic. Michael Myers, Mike Myers looks great. They all look awesome. And I was like, I could see that being fun. So
Time to do an
we'll have to
interview
get,
with Mike Myers and Bonnie and Terry Turner. Put it in their ear. They can make it
yeah.
happen.
Oh yeah, I know it. We'll have to figure something out. So, all right, cool. I think that's everything I got. So I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got a
Awesome.
lot going on tonight.
Go
So,
see Easter Sunday, August 5th. Everybody, bring your whole family.
oh yeah. Oh, trust me, I'm going to be putting out the word. This is going to be a big one. So I
Cool.
appreciate the time.
Oh,
Thank you so
so
much.
excited. Thank you for spreading the good word.